Jeez. And here I thought I've stopped coughing. Just get a few things set up, and then we're good to go. Just... tight. Oof, I should have drank water before doing this. Oh, I think I'm nearly done. See ya. I already see I made a bit of a issue on the title already. Damn it all. Well, I'll fix the title later. Hey folks, Dark here. And at least I've recovered enough from being sick for the last 3 weeks to be better enough to stream for a little bit, so good time for a patch, I guess. So, 1.4 is finally here, and I think my volume is... hold on. I usually play this on a very low volume, so hopefully this is enough. Because I'm just winging it today. 1.4 is out. I've just been keeping up with dailies, not too much to say. Don't know if I'm gonna roll for Jingliu. I'm probably not. I mean, I already kind of ass-blasted myself on my last, rolls. Remember how when I ended off my stream last time, I had a whole bunch left over? Yeah, about that. So, after that stream, I ended up deciding, wow, this went really well. I got off fucking easy. That doesn't feel right. So, I tried rolling for more, where's my character screen? I tried rolling for more Eidolons for my links. Did not work at all, but hey, I got the E2 at least. I ended up getting more dupes of Pela and Hook. And my Fushun is E1. So, you know what? She gives a lot of damage. I've changed up her gear since then. She's capped out. She's using a 4-piece HP set instead. And given her current stats right now, pretty good. I like it. Yes, I'm still trying to awkwardly balance her stats, but really it's working out pretty well. Or at least the way I like it. Anyway. So, as long as we're faffing about, let's go ahead and... I'm gonna ignore everything else. And just do the dailies first. Get the dailies out of the way, maybe talk a little bit about other stuff on the side. And let's see how much of the new patch I can do in one stream sitting before I need to hop off. I'll try to go for at least an hour or two. I think I've got at least enough time to do that much. He's not here. Oh, there you are. I'm not paying attention. Abridged version. Can we just go? I'm kind of just chilling here, honestly. The sooner the dailies are out of the way, the sooner I can get to patch content. Last patch was nice, though. I quite enjoyed it. A friend of mine insists that I should probably try to stream more of my gameplay whenever I do play, but I'll be honest with you, with the way I've operated this channel for so long, I see very little point in me streaming my dailies in a gacha game. I don't think that's particularly interesting. I like streaming at about a time there's a big patch, that way there's something interesting to show. But I don't know, I'm still trying to feel my way around on what I enjoy doing and what I don't enjoy doing. I do enjoy gacha games lately, although what to show and what not to bother showing is debatable. That's just kind of where I'm at right now. I'll try to outline and touch upon this subject a bit more later. Right now, where the heck is this person? Security door, blah blah blah. I know about this one already, I think. That one over there. Yeah. Excuse me. Hopefully I'm not going to be coughing too much during the stream. Earlier this morning, after I've eaten, I kind of was, but I think I'm better off now, so I shouldn't be too bad, and hopefully my technical issues are not that big a deal. Or at least in 2 hours or so. There's sound behind the door. It's a ghosty. Yep. Cute ghosty. Now... where am I going again? There we go. The sooner the dailies are out of the way, the better. And I've already taken a peek, so I know what I'm gonna do for the other bits. That's one. Next is not that. Not that. Thank you. Next is we could do the consumables because that's easy. Yeah, that should be fine. Then we're gonna go on one Ventilia, I think. Yeah, I do need to spend some stamina, but I don't need to worry about it just yet. I can kind of take it easy. I'll spend a little bit of it before we start the 1.4 content, or whatever grabs me first. So, ever since I started using Mono Quantum, and I've been working a little bit to tailor up my team a little bit, I've gotten pretty fucking lazy. Not that I'm not already, but I'll show you what I mean. He's alright. Fishwan is really good the way she is right now. If I just borrow... in this case, if I just borrow my friend over here... yeah. This is the Blady I usually like to borrow. Beastly as fuck built, this person. But if I just borrow this... start the fight. And we can run a quick test. Don't you think? And that quick test is, how lazy can I fucking be before I've fucked around and found out? Because I'm hitting auto. There. Now that I'm doing this on auto, I actually can pay attention to topics I'm chatting about. Hopefully my microphone is able to balance my sound a bit between the game and myself. You know what? Just in case. Maybe like that. And hopefully that'll be good. Hopefully. But we'll leave the game on auto when I'm doing fights, and let's see if I fucked around and found out. I'm sorry. On one hand, I know I said I'd be able to pay attention and talk a bit more now that I can play on auto, but I really do like to see how my builds are handling out on auto lately. Pretty good. That's about what I expected.
This is double speed.
You know, now that I actually have my headphones on my head, I'm actually hearing all the other small sounds as well. Normally I don't put my headphones on my head. They're strong enough to be speakers on their own, so... let's see, what did I want to talk about? Alright, so this is a new patch season, and then we have Jingliu as well. But am I going to roll for Jingliu? No. Probably not. Right now my rolls are very majorly non-existent. So I think I'm just gonna hold on to whatever rolls I get for the next patch or two, I guess. And if somebody really stands out to me as a character I want to roll for, I'll go for it. But for now, I'm just gonna be in a state of...
time to end this.
I'm gonna keep the belt tight on saved up rolls.
Savor it for me.
Yeah, it's going pretty well. So far.
Your end approaches. Fail to stand you.
Let me just let this finish up before I talk about another topic.
This is double speed.
Ouch! That looked like it hurt. What are these? Big fat maybe. That. Do I honestly need? Not necessarily. HP, attack speed, crit. This is pretty nice. Leave it at that. Alright. Pretty good. Me being a lazy ass in, in full motion. I didn't have to lift a finger. All I had to do was sit around like a lazy ass and watch. I forget what I was gonna talk about. This is embarrassing. Oh well. Good thing I don't have a particularly big audience anyway, so it's fine. My friends already know how much of a moron I am. So I can just keep at it the way I am. First of all, let's go grab that, huh? Yes, tasty. I already tested out Jingliu, so she's got an interesting kit. Although I don't particularly think it's a character I want. Yes, I could use more DPS, but... eh. Look, if a character is released and I don't suddenly go, holy fuck, then I'm not really gonna roll for it, aren't I? At least that's my opinion. I'll think about it. I'm not gonna lie, Topaz really has me curious, and I do want Guin as well. But I'm gonna try to hold. In my current roles, I'm sitting at... well, between what I have. I already know for a fact that I'm 40 into the banner, so we can discount that. 40 into the banner, and then, let's see, 7 on my saves, 37, give or take, 37, about 41, give or take. So I do have one 50-50 pity I can throw away if I want to, but I'm just gonna try to sit on my hands and hold out, you know? Something along those lines. Let's... what was I last working on? I really wanted to find some extra pieces for Bushun. Like right now, she's pretty good the way she is. But if I had any complaint on my current relics, I mean, this is fine. I wish I didn't have break effect on it, and maybe HP percentage, then this would be perfect for me. This could use work. Because a good portion of it landed in break effect, so the spread's okay if not for the break effect. This is fine. I'm keeping this the way it is. I'm not really fussed. It gives me everything I want, and I wish this didn't have the flat defense and the attack percentage, and at least had HP percentage, then I would have been okay with it. But it works. The way it is right now, it works. And it's... her stats are tailored out just the way I like it, so it's been working really good for me. Let's get this out of the way while I'm at it, huh? How about we do maybe like 2 fights in Elixir on auto, and then we will jump and do some of the event. Because why not? So that about summarizes what I'm currently thinking as far as role plans. I'm keeping this account the way it is. I haven't spent a dime on it yet. And trust me, I want to. But I'm not going to. I'm actually quite enjoying, for once in my life, trying to be a free-to-play player, so I'm not going to put a big emphasis on it. It just happens to be this one time I decided I'll stick to that challenge my girlfriend left me about staying dry on not spending. I've been okay, actually. It's been fun to try to figure out how to work around what I get. So, to me, it's less about the free-to-play flex and more about how do I use what the hell I have and make it work. This has been nice, actually. I've been enjoying it. So... Mucus. I've been sick for the last 3 weeks or so, so I think it's already past time I take one of my just over-the-counter medicine, but I think I'll hold off on that a bit. Borrow a blade. And set it on auto and forget I exist. This is the way.
No matter. Time for a buzz.
So,
Awaken.
Your end approaches.
trying to think. Jesus, a myriad of topics I could probably talk about now that I don't have to do fights manually myself.
Creations.
But I, for the life of me, don't really know what exactly I'm keen on talking about.
To send you.
Usually I like to try to keep my topics relevant to the game I'm actually playing, but I don't know.
This is double speed.
Lately, because of these more chill-themed streams, I'm just kind of winging it, really. To me, when I'm playing a gacha game, this is my relaxed time. This is just me chilling. So, I could try to stay on topic, but it's not like there's anybody particularly disgusting topic anyway. This team comp is working really well for me, though. My fourth slot is usually the flex character, but the Mahjong Gremlin works for my DPS. She's been doing real well.
This is double speed.
I might want to try to look for some better relics, but not sure for whom precisely. I'm mostly trying to work on finding some better min-maxers for Kuchun, and indirectly links as a result. I haven't quite looked through my relics to see if there's anything better for links right now. I should. But right now the resources are kind of, or lack of better expressions, booty slammed to fucking hell. This is not a bad headpiece. Depends on what number 4 rolls. I'd have to compare that. This is not good. This is very not bueno. I'm sorry, but it's just not. This is not bueno, Patrick. I'm a little curious. How does that one compare to Luchen's current headpiece? Because I know I want to replace that. Dude, that's a tough one to replace. I'm willing to not give a crap about the crit rate. Because she's pretty alright the way she is. She gives a lot of buffs already. So she's over the 50% mark as far as when she's buffed. So I could care less about the crit rate. Crit damage would be better. I could keep that. Let me see. He's still there. Effect resist. Do I chance my dick on that? I'm a little bit curious. Stick it in. I want to know. Stick it in. Okay. Ew, it's gross. Fuck that. Never mind. Out. Out. I don't want it. It's not good for her. I really don't like wasted stats. Well, RNG wins again. You know what they say. We will use another round, I think. 1 or 2 more? Ugh, why did it have to roll flat attack? This is not good. It would have been good otherwise. If it managed to get any one of the crits, maybe, it would have been fine. But, no. I'm not willing to... I'm willing to reveal what the 4th roll is, but I'm not willing to level it up and waste resources just to find out it all fell into a stat I don't want. So, to me that's just a waste of time and resources. We'll go so far as to check, but I won't stretch it. For lack of better expressions. I won't overreach.
This is double speed.
Not a bad hit though.
Time for a buzz.
Savor it for me.
That friend's bladey is really fucking hench though. I really love borrowing this one.
This is double speed. Together as one. Human creations.
I don't know how hard he worked on his blade to get it that good, but good job. It's a boost. Good good for somebody else. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably put this on Asta, maybe. No, that's not. That's not. That's no good either. You know, I could have just hit auto again. What am I doing? Me being a complete dumbass again. I don't know. When I don't have a particular thought or talk topic in mind, I'm just extremely casual at that point. And then all train of thought goes out the window because I'm not trying to
Time for a buzz.
discuss anything or
And awaken.
Your end
cover any sort of topic. I will definitely say though, I am looking forward to,
Time for a
on
buzz.
top of whatever they do for Honkai Star Rail, since I play this the most, as far as Hoyoverse games goes. I'm looking forward to seeing some other games being worked on by Hoyoverse.
Time for a buzz.
Z3, if you folks have been keeping track of that particular game. I'm looking very much forward to that. It's got that Persona feel to it. It's got just the aesthetic I like, so
Together as one.
hopefully we'll get to see that soon enough, eventually.
for me.
And granted, if it's got a nice gameplay loop, then I don't know. Maybe I'll try streaming that more, just to get my count up for streaming more often. Because really, I just stream on a whim. There's no particular rhyme and reason the way I do things. So, just today, I managed to drag myself off of other games to do this. Plus, okay, why not? Let's stream it. Why not? And this is questionable. Equally questionable. Yeah, let's not. Okay. Let's just clean that up. Just farming for relics is an eternal hell for us, so you should never be surprised when you run into a bunch that you don't like. I'm just gonna go ahead and recycle it. If it's not the roll set I really, really want, or if it doesn't reveal into a fourth stat I want, I just won't bother. Yeah, it could roll well, but I really, really am not going to stretch it right now. Between the current credits I'm holding and the amount of level up resources I've used up to gear up both Fu and Lynx, yeah, I think I'll take the slow ride for now. That's the best way to, at least for me, that's the best way to chill out on it. So, that we've done that. We need to, let's see, where do we start? That's a companion mission. We could wait on that for now. I think we should go here. Okay. So back to the express. That seems to be the main one, so let's have a quick peek. That looks like the companion mission for Jingliu, probably. So we'll hold off on that for later. Either I'll do it on stream or I won't do it on stream, one or the other. Alright.
Hey, did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony. I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited. But Pom Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off. What can I do to pass the time?
Mr. Pom Pom?
Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
Okay. Ah, Bronya. I'll just be casual about it. Hey, Bronya. Busy, so I'll keep it short. That's keeping it short? Excuse me? hold on, let me read it. Working on Soulworm Festival. Okay. Standard celebrations for festivals and suspended for years due to fragmentum, blah blah blah, lockdown, Bellabogans, we're not really. So if you have time, I'd like to invite you to the Soulworm Festival, witness cheat and inviting. Sure, why not? I thought you were keeping it short. Mucho texto. Everyone has been missing you. How sweet. Roses, she really does have a auntie way of texting.
Don Hung. He can't just ignore Grania.
I mean, he can if he wants to.
Let's go to his room and talk to him.
I don't know. Maybe he's sleeping. That's kind of the reason why I never respond to people. Because I'm sleeping. Piss off, please. That's usually what happens on my side anyway. I mean, like, 9 times out of 10, when I don't respond to anybody in chat on Discord, that's usually the reason. You're busy sleeping. I'll get back to it later. 12 hours later. Oh shit, I slept too long.
Don Hung! Grania just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Grania's a good friend of ours.
Oh, Pumpkin.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat. There's been a lot weighing on my mind since the Lo Fu. It was tough on the spirit.
Don Hung, I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right, you went through a lot on the Xianzhou. Take all the time you need.
Thank you for understanding. It's great that Belobog is able to host a celebration. I hope your trip goes well. Say hi to our friends for me.
Sure thing.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be there next time.
He won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the two of us then.
Pretty much.
Pity. He's gonna miss out. We never get the chance to go on a stress-free adventure. I know, but it's still a shame, don't you think? If only Himeko could come with us.
Leave her on the ship. Just in case. If we know the history of Himeko in any freaking Hoyo first game, leave her on the ship. She's safer up here. What about Pom-Pom?
Pom can't just leave the Express whenever they feel like it. Seems like someone wasn't paying attention.
Well, I mean, I was paying attention, but I'm gonna suggest it anyway.
Why don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? She might be up for an adventure.
No, leave her on the ship.
You've
It's
been on
fine.
the Express for a while now, but
She's
you've
safer
never
here.
gone on a trip with Himeko before, right? Well, now's your chance.
No, leave her on the ship. She won't die that way. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Branya would be happy to see you.
Ah, so that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration.
Seems about right.
Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards to the Supreme Guardian. Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two and Don Hung did help save Eurillo 6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next.
Navigators really do have their plates full, huh? See, let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
I mean, look at that stack of paperwork she's got. Yeah, she'll be busy. Poor thing. Oh. Well, that's pretty.
So, what do you think about my new dress? Pretty neat, right?
I mean, cute.
wardrobe collecting dust for far too long, but now I finally got the chance to wear it.
Oh, wait, hold on. On a planet like Uriel 6? I mean, I guess you are a bit of an ice princess, so you'll be fine.
This kind
You
of
don't feel
event
cold.
doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you?
I mean, I don't have any other clothes, so it's fine.
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
I'm still going to question you wearing something like that in a cold planet. But considering Belobog itself is, you know, warm, it should be fine. You won't freeze at least.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything. Let's go. Wow, that was
Cool.
fast. Don't you have anything you want to bring with you?
I want to pick this. I want to sound like realistically, I would pick this, but I also want to pick this. My relics all have speed attributes.
People might fall for that, but I won't. I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip there.
Ah, then you'll be perfectly fine. That's good.
I wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Branya and Zila.
Yeah, you're perfectly
Ready to
fine
go?
wearing that.
Belobog, here we come.
As long as you won't feel too cold, then it's fine. It's fine. Cute dress, though. I can concede that. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Oh. It's a sneaky boy.
700 years.
Uh-oh. Please.
It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Ooh, those thighs. Excuse me.
Oh, brr. How do people living in all this
I'm
stuff
not tempted.
celebrate anything?
I'm not tempted.
Oh,
Shut up.
Wonders for
I'm not
sure.
tempted.
Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be food, right?
I'm not tempted. It's
Oh,
fine.
wait a sec.
I can resist.
Person over there. That doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform.
Let me guess, the IPC is sticking their noses where it
All
shouldn't
in
be.
black. Surely they're not IPC on this world? Am I going crazy?
To be fair, you're already partially crazy.
That's what I'd like to know. If they're here to look for Findy, then they're more than just a little. There's only
True.
one way to find out.
I don't know, he looks like he wants to fight, and I'll be all too happy to floor him.
Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Okay, he ain't talking. I say we shake the answers out of him.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
Oh, please! Fucking fight us, I would love that.
To take us out?
Please, fucking fight us, I would love this.
I'm out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything stupid.
No, please, do something stupid, I would love to floor you. I need more tests for auto battle. Please do it. Would it help if I called you a bitch?
Glad to make your acquaintance.
Nice.
I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurillo 6 for a special business assignment.
Nice.
You'll have
My
to
weakness.
forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
No, don't worry, I didn't. In fact, I'm disappointed he didn't try. How are we supposed to get to know each other if we don't take swings at each other?
Phew, you scared the life out of me. We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing.
Cute blast though.
I heard
I'll give
that
her that.
Eurylo 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely you two aren't...
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
So humble all of a sudden, huh? Are you feeling all right? Should I call a doctor?
Tell her. You don't want to attract the IPC, little lady.
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day. Fun, Dumby?
Cute little guy.
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Those thighs, I mean...
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. That's the reason I'm here on Eurylo 6. To meet with her.
Just don't start a fight, please.
Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number. With As if anyone would ever believe.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway, I'd better be on my way. See you next.
Okie doke, do take it easy.
The universe is huge, yet we somehow stumbled onto the same path. Fate truly works in mysterious ways, don't you think?
Thighs, I mean, yes.
Come on, let's head into the city.
Yep. I won't forget that sight anytime soon. I'm just saying. Very tempting to roll on Topaz, but I think I'm gonna hold for now. Can't convince me to... can't convince me to not otherwise. Maybe.
Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? And now to check out the main event, the food. Come on, keep up. Hang on a sec. Isn't that Wallace up ahead? Looks like he's finally made some friends. I wonder what they're talking about.
Are they friends?
But why don't you tell everyone how you were released from jail so quickly? Selling cultural relics and impersonating Silvermane guards are both heinous crimes.
Well, it was all thanks to my uncle.
Ah, I remember. Your uncle is Minister Knoll. He heads up the Department of Transportation now.
Yes, you...
You're shameless, Norbert. Not to be rude, but if I were thrown in jail, I wouldn't possibly ask my...
Do you think I wanted to? I'm not the type of person to abuse my status.
You kind of already did, though, so...
Well, I don't really know about that.
Get off my back, will you? I had to deal with hardened criminals in jail. Now that I'm free, my supposed friends are ganging up on me.
I'd love to throw you back in there. Would you like that?
Looks like things are getting heated.
I'd like to throw you back in there. Would you like to? Eesh. People these days. That's like... I see Palo over there.
Is that Palo? teaching the kids again. Next, I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Everyone listen. Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago. It was originally built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa.
I'm so hungry. I wish I could have a red sunset salmon right now.
That sounds tasty.
It was built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa Rand. And also,
Guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's
also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the invaders 700 years ago.
A little too informal for the kids, Kayla.
Miss Payla, Peter's falling asleep. Enough. From now on, no whispering allowed. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start listening.
Sorry, Miss Payla.
That's better. Oh, I never knew Payla.
I mean, to be fair, she's not that much taller than the kids. She's cute, though. I love Payla's character. It's actually kind of adorable. Okay, very. I admit it.
Hey, quick! Serval's about to start singing!
Oh. Oh no.
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great Serval! Heartbeats will shake me.
I'll just skip that.
Phew. Who'd have thought just taking a stroll could be so tiring? Say, I think we should probably pay Branya a visit. Or we could go check out some other fun...
Good, yes. We saw some other stuff here. I don't think anybody... Am I able to trigger it? Let's see.
The Supreme Guardian mentioned there'd be mystery guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be the Express crew. I hope you had a smooth journey. I should have dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival.
It's fine. Let's see what March says.
Say, I think we should probably pay Branya... Or we could go check...
Okay, so same thing. Alright, well, let's go anyway. Why not? I've got everything else done after all, so now I can just enjoy the patch content the way it... Oh my. Oh my, thighs again.
Understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off.
Aha. Is that what this is about?
Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Urilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
Well, sounds like a shakedown if you ask me.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are... cooperative. I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Oh, please, by all means, stick around. She's cute. I do dig her design. She's definitely adorable.
Is everything alright, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I'd planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, She claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Saltworm Festival.
That's bad.
Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Yarillo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster.
Oh boy.
It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarillo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely... The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage, and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost.
And they didn't bother to try to look? Yeesh. I'm sorry, but, pussies.
It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
So they finally grew balls. Amazing.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest.
Ooh, that's bad.
An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers.
You may want to ask Pela about that.
Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh good. I would love to have a fight.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it.
I mean, we kind of already had this in the Shinsho, so, not surprising.
Yeah, we have to help Bronya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belobogians won't be able to resolve this problem on their own.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Maybe.
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side.
You need to work on your cheesy one-liners, friendo.
Yeah, after all, this girl here is a pretty good negotiator.
I just stick him with the pointy end. That's all I do.
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Oh, hey! I just remembered. Topaz, we might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach.
Most likely. Greetings, currently busy, unable to play your match. Ah, please tell me. AI. Okay, hold on. I really need to check it from the top to bottom. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Currently busy. Schedule currently is on inspection at the museum. So we're gonna have to go bother her at the museum then. Hey, I helped build up that museum.
Okay, got it. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but
I mean, all we have to do is just sit at the negotiation table and see what's up. Either it goes well or it goes pear-shaped. I don't know. I always have the stick them at the pointy end of the stick. Barbaric, yes, but effective. Yep, that's what I thought. Ooh, these IPC types. Excuse me, you have no bloody idea how long it took for me to repopulate this museum.
This is the third time today we've run into each other.
That'll probably be more. Cherish the moment.
Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing.
Yes, but we're not here as friends at the moment, are we?
What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships.
Very observant.
Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
That's some assessment.
sorry for crashing your artist party, but we...
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually...
Let's walk and talk. This way.
Somebody's listening if you wanted to walk. Somebody is clearly...
Most exhibits in this museum are of little value.
Oh yeah, I helped find those.
But, with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Oh yeah, I helped find those.
Topaz? Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her.
We literally fought a battle together, of course.
So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
We, help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
I see. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties. But if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt. The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions, but Eurilo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much.
Oh goody. I mean, she's quirky. I'll give her that.
Saying the Belabogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
Oh, those eyes, though.
I'm not
Sorry,
sure
my
it's
eyes
as
can't
poetic as that.
not see that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurylo 6? It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one? I suppose it probably is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on display here. That's such a shame. I absolutely adore little animals. Have you guys met Numby yet? I guess they're off playing somewhere.
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Branya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
To be fair, I'd be perfectly all fine with fighting a little
So
bit.
you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Branya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurylo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
Ah, good. I'll hold your word to it.
This isn't going as planned.
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
Ew. Well, negotiations failed. Sadness.
So, what now?
Sadness.
We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch.
That's about what I expected.
Well, yeah, but she'll be really disappointed. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've made unwise decisions.
All these vested interests. It's so hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Wait, did I even go to school? Did
Maybe.
someone send you a message?
Please don't tell me Topaz tried to mess with, Please don't tell me Topaz tried to mess with Zila. That's the worst possible person she could muscle. Oh, jeez. Haha. Some rascals. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, looks like we're getting into a scrape after all. Amazing. I mean, I wanted to anyway, so sure.
The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld? Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. And now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Here we go again.
I really did jinx us. I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today.
I mean, you could just chill here and I'll go take care of it.
I guess
It's fine.
complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
Okay. Well, it's starting off interesting so far as event story.
Time to log off. I mean, head back.
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out. It's bad. Really bad. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back.
But how did this start in the first place?
You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey, just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us. Who do you think you are? What's the matter?
What's going on inside the mine?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been these uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. Holly? Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
Yeah, it seems possible. If what happened at the Jianzhou is anything to go by, it's most likely a thing.
The person you're talking about, are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me?
Alright, sure. Let's, just rush past them. It's fine.
Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best...
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day.
I mean...
What's their
You two were talking to the director in the snow plant.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect,
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Congratulations, I'll twist you into a pretzel then.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
I mean, we could just twist you into a pretzel, and you can figure that out.
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my... No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Oh, finally. Well, let's have a quick look at them, shall we? That is... performance points, da-da-da. Each stack damage dealt up to 1 time. Consumed when this unit uses an attack. Aha, okay. Fine. Well, let's see what happens. Well, let's see what happens if I do this then. It already ulted from the start too. Oof. Fancy animation though, I dig it.
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
I'll take a lunch break, buddy.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find? What a joke.
I just noticed that March switched back to her normal outfit too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight.
Good.
Let's set off when you're ready.
Good. That's the way I like it.
Caught your breath yet? It's time to show these IPC fools who they're dealing with. Right after we finished chatting with Topaz in the museum.
That was fast.
Did it take you that long to notice? I thought you were supposed to be the observant one.
Not really.
The quicker we handle the IPC, the faster we can get back to enjoying the celebrations. Let Zila know when you're ready to go.
Okay.
Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld.
This is going to cause a lot of chaos. Let's fucking do it.
Moving.
Let's fucking do it. Can I take a peek at these? New enemy types though. Alright. We can use the steam incidents. It's fine. I don't see any reason why I couldn't. Oh, Svarog is not gonna take kindly to them. Ooh, they're walking right into it.
It's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
She does not know what she's doing.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Man, she's bold.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
The adults are talking.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
Gee, empty platitudes much.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC.
Oh, wonderful.
No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
Source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it.
Ooh, I know where this is going.
I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategy. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
Oh, that won't fly. That definitely won't
I
fly.
understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh,
Interesting.
So, you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side. Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
I like the way they're setting up the story, though. Ooh. Meanwhile, in the Great Mine. Oh, jeez. Is there anything else here? Oh? Okay, just an instance. Hey, it's Numby.
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
Kinda.
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a Fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
I mean, we could go say hi to Numby.
like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying?
I have no idea. Not sure. Strong accent.
Seriously? You actually speak Trotter?
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow them.
I don't know. Numby seems like a good boy.
Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
I really don't know anything.
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Ooh, that's funny.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
Yeah, sounds alright. We'll put the auto on that.
Converge and awaken.
I'm very curious to... I could do this manually, but I really, really want to see how auto holds up for me. If I just keep going.
Fluke. Human creations.
Not bad. Across 3 characters anyway.
This is double speed. Time for a buzz. My turn.
Bonus damage though, huh?
Please.
I can see that being really annoying in Memory of Chaos.
Here, try this.
Or any other instance. Like Simulated Universe, for example.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Hold on a tick.
Feeling lucky.
I'll take it. Good little thing.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Yeah, but Trotters are generally very, very chill. I think, anyway. So, we'll see. Oh, wow.
Look, that big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
Evidently so.
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
I wonder if this'll still hold.
And Bob.
Okay. Just run over then. Hopefully that still lets me hold on to the buff.
Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their home. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
Sorry, hold on. Okay. We go for a little while longer. Oh, has that much time passed already? Yeesh. Well, I'll be damned. Well, we'll keep going. I'd like to at least get through this story bit on stream.
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here.
Yeah, we demand to speak with Topaz.
You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within a set time frame, The IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
Sounds to me like I need to show you the door.
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Well, you definitely won't be able to make these decisions when I kick your ass.
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime.
You should also apply for medical.
Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter in violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon.
Motherfucker, I survived a laser from a deer. You think you fucking scared me?
This is double speed.
Defensive though. He's like a grizzly. Yeah, it's like a grizzly, but he's got defensive
Together as one.
capabilities. Oh, we'll see. I'm curious.
I think something bit me.
Let's see if this team holds out on auto. I'm
This is
curious.
double speed.
I should be doing this on manual, honestly, but this is the way I'm rolling it right now. That pops it. I notice Link's on auto doesn't really pop her ult much. So must be something there in the way that's programmed.
No matter.
I'd like to take over and manual some of these parts, but I did say I wanted to test this on auto, so I'm gonna just stick to that.
Victory! Yin and yang.
AoE? Okay.
This is double speed. Luke.
So he takes stacks from the minions, and then he unloads it from that. Okay, I think I get the gist of the enemy type.
Not even our tech could take you down.
Lazy ass.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it. I'm all out of ammo.
Use your fist, you nerd. You're a big robot.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period.
Can I,
Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%.
I mean, I could also send you on a medical leave. Would you like that?
60%? We're done for.
I mean, the medical leave sounds good right now, doesn't it?
Attention all personnel. Evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
I mean, we literally saw you, dude.
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? The timing couldn't have been any worse.
No kidding, huh?
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
And I see. I mean, we'll just be real about it. We'll just be real. Back we go then.
I get the feeling Bronya's worried about something. We'd better go back and see her. Are you coming with us, Zila?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Bronya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Okay.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Bronya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort.
That is an interesting enemy mechanic, though. That's gonna be a real pain in the balls in
Guys, don't look like
That's going to be.
Supreme Guardian, proceed no further. Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. See you later, Captain.
Wow. Effective. Sheesh.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once.
Oh. I don't know where we're currently at here, though.
Perhaps, but the IPC won't wait for me to catch up. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation.
Oof.
The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solution she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
Mm-hmm.
It's...
the contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents. And then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Bronya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC.
Sheesh.
2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Urilo 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belabogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
She has a way with words, yep.
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. She knows how to use words to her advantage. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Yeah, why not ask?
That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts. Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right?
Pretty much.
You know what I mean.
Well, well, look who we have here! You and Marge paying us a visit. What's the occasion?
Sorry, 1 second again.
Uh-oh. Sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Serval, we're racing against the clock. No time for
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were up to me, I'd sign the contract.
What? Hold on,
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them. You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of...
I think that's Pela we're talking to next. I imagine the third person we're talking to would be Zila, maybe? That's what I'm thinking.
We meet again. How have you two been? Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious. Sounds serious. I'm all ears. Really? You better not be making things up.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Pela. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds. Okay, I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions.
Huh. Okay. Any particular reason?
I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside, and that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such...
I see. So, compared to a distant and uncertain future, what you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Then we're going here. Seems to be. No, it's Dunham. We're talking to Dunham. Hold it.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them. Do you need my opinion? I'm happy to help. So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no room for compromise. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract? Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dun. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your...
The opinions.
Did we miss anyone in the overworld? I think we asked just about from what I've gathered. It seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better...
If I were to take any guesses where this story is gonna go next, I think the underworld is going to be primarily leaning against.
Time to log off.
Since the overworld and underworld tend to, what do I say? Not mirror each other, but, you know, like two halves of the same coin.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me. But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi. Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
I think so too, but could you imagine having to hear names? Like the traitorous ruler for the rest of your life? Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Let's see what Natasha says.
What brings you two to the underworld? And why the long face? Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead. That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Bronya, I wouldn't sign it. I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument. Another vote for the against pile. Thanks.
And finally, I think we're looking for Zila. It's the only other person I can think of. Either Zila or Clara. Because Mr. Svarog's not here right now. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's Clara. Because Svarog's not here right now.
Miss March, big sister. What brings you to the under...
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion. True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something? That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's alright, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us.
And that's most of it, I hope. This is certainly a bit of a long-winded story bit, but dang.
All that running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion is...
It's an even split, I think.
The votes are completely even.
Yep. Figures.
I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments. Oh, right! We haven't asked Zee. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners.
Still gotta ask Zila what's going on.
Back so soon? Any news? Are you feeling alright? You look a little uneasy. Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it.
Oh shit. Important talk.
I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundary.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
You probably shouldn't have told her that.
In that case, I abstain.
What?
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call. Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
Knowing bureaucracy, probably having a hard time wrangling them. You know what they say about bureaucracy? There's so much, what's the word? Red tape, so to speak. Oh, we'll see. How many more events do I have? I've been streaming for a fair bit, actually. I've gone through this. Haven't started this. Well, we'll play it by ear. Maybe I'll the stream after I finish this bit of the story, because this is a fairly lengthy one.
Whoa, the fort's packed.
Wow.
I've never seen this many people here before. What? Jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
They're debating. And poor Bronya looks like she's got a headache the size of Jupiter. Oof.
March, you're back. So, What's the verdict?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter? I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise.
Yeah, I mean, sure looks like it.
The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any.
Well, let's see how the story ends then. Uh-oh.
Enough! All of you! I know what to do.
Wait!
Oh, wow.
I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
Oh, she just saunters in. Where did you come from?
Aren't you?
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
Probably the real her.
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Miss Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel. I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help.
Ooh, that sideways view though.
It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Oh.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
Ooh.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Oof, a fucking coin flip.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himeko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Branya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city. And then, I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
I do like the way this writing has gone so far. It's got me at the edge of my seat.
Shepard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Yep. Yep. Pretty much. I wonder if I should keep the other,
head back.
event bits in separate streams. Like, I feel like doing this particular event would probably feel better if I kept it to another stream. We'll see. For now, we at least got started here.
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set. Keep your guards up. We might run into IPC agents ahead.
That explains why everybody's saying having fire DPS or Himiko really helps with the new enemy set.
Destination reached.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here. But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they can't be.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
Wow.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses all along. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are truly captivating.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask. Don't be shy.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron is doomed. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface. A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
Huh. If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you.
You seem to be getting along well.
Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
The IPC soldiers are well equipped. It wouldn't be wise to fight them head on. Captain, what do you have in mind?
You're right, Miss Himiko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our tracks.
Automaton stealth bomb?
I'll explain later.
I mean, fair enough. To be fair, I'd be all too happy to go guns blazing, though. Just saying.
Look, down there! It's the IPC!
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. We don't want to alert the enemy to our presence. It's time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb. Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remain.
Let's see here. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the way it works. Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
Not quite what I figured it would be.
Them all out in a single explosion. That's what you call efficiency.
It's a shame we had to resort to this method, but we had no choice.
You Silvermane guards sure are a righteous bunch.
I mean, yeah. You kind of are.
I've seen standard issue robots like these before. It's an IPC field team leader.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor are more advanced. Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to wipe out the IPC threat. Remember, try to avoid being noticed.
Oh, first we just have to look and see how they move. Do-do-do-do-do. Damn.
Oh no!
It's all right. We prepared many back. Are you ready? Remember, try.
Oh, well, I mean, at least they let us try. It's a tough one, though. He walks away just enough. To begin with, I would have had to have gone in early. Catch them both. Question is, does the big one even move?
Woohoo! The coast is clear!
To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. Good thing everything went according to plan.
I'm trying not to move too fast because I notice sometimes character dialogue will keep going on and on.
This is the road that Topaz took when she left Rivet Town.
Let's find her and tell her about Bronya's decision.
This time, the glove.
Oh, she sure is pumped up though. Oh shit. Oh right, and this is supposed to be the vista for the other event that we have going on. I wonder what it is.
Mr. Sparrog? Are you alright? I hope Topaz and her IPC henchmen didn't hurt you.
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC's representatives. Such a result would be highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to comply with her orders, but chose not to. From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC. While I do not agree with her viewpoint, I lack the computational power to provide evidence to the contrary. While it is unlikely, I still encourage the avoidance of any potential conflict.
Unlikely potential? Meaning there could still be conflicts.
Don't worry, March. The Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't back down either. That's how it's always been.
Himiko's right. As long as we can look at ourselves in the mirror and know we did the right thing, that's all that matters.
Amazing, let's go.
Why would Topaz come here? Is she looking for something?
Or chillin'.
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Let's do that at least.
Oh, hey there, Slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow! I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you. Of course! The Nameless have quite the reputation. You're following in the footsteps of the great Akavili, after all.
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a good grasp of the current situation?
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Branya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her back.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors. But we have very dear friends on Eurillo 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himeko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like a negotiation.
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's usually only one solution.
Huh? What do you mean?
My superiors have granted me the approval I need.
Patient has been approved?
I wish. So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark any longer. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express.
Oh, good. I was wondering when we'd actually fight.
Best kept secret to getting something over the line. Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby. Projects under my wing have no room for error.
Damn. So much pizzazz in the way she does things. Good gods, man. But I'm still gonna put it on auto. Just saying.
This is double speed. Together as one. Human creations.
AoE on that one, though. I just noticed.
Time for a plunge.
So that's how that mechanic's gonna go.
This is double speed.
Interesting.
Please, and victory!
3-wave fight, though. So it probably means Topaz is on the third, as always. So far, the full auto setup is working pretty well, though. In spite of some of the questionable ults, but hey, whatever.
Creations. Time for a plunge.
Almost done.
Gotcha. My turn.
No Artaki though.
Yin and yang.
Screw you, no Artaki.
Time for a buzz.
Never mind. No Topaz. Screw you. I was kind of hoping we could actually see her fight, but I guess they wouldn't.
This is double speed.
Not really. Not until we get to
Together as one.
actual Topaz's banner time. They wouldn't give a preview. Not this soon, anyway. Maybe not unlike with Launch, anyway. Launches was an interesting preview.
They come. No matter.
Okay, well that gets a heal anyway. Full auto is holding up fine. Although there are certain instances where I would have just gone for the heal instead. Rather than let her get too low on that.
This is double
But
speed.
I'm kind of a conservative player that prefers to keep everybody's HP up. This fight's nearly done though. Oh, there we go.
No matter.
It's a lot of AoE going out though. Jesus.
Converge and awaken. Human creations.
That should give a heal. Yes, it did. Even if he AoEs, that should still be good. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, he lost to the Mahjong.
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded. Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons.
Ah. But why?
Branya! You're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing. There was an important matter that required my attention.
More important than this?
Yes. I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need you to help us evaluate our current progress.
Help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to obstruct our operations.
I have read your letter word for word, Miss Topaz. And your childhood experiences truly touched me. Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yarillo 6. So I can understand your perspective on the issue and the position you have taken. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope. Despite all that's happened, I hope we can still find common ground through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. It was, inappropriate. I admire your determination, seeing as we've come, this far. I've changed my mind. I'll hold off a little longer and see what you have to show me. But remember, winning over the higher-ups won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind. Members of the Express, we'll need your help too.
Oh boy. But what about the epic fight? Ah, no preview. 3. Oh well.
What a dismal sight. This district. Have you been here before?
Yes. This is where we put an end to it all.
And then began again.
That's right.
And then we're good to go. You know, I keep wanting to try to open up my pause menu and hit my save button, but I keep realizing that I'm not playing a freaking
Sorry for the delay.
offline MMO.
Are we clear to
Offline game.
proceed?
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead is a little treacherous. Watch your step. Let's go.
I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of
What is this
travel dialogue.
place? We've never been here before, right?
Ooh. No, we've been here.
We've only recently discovered this domain.
Oh, never mind then.
Let's keep moving forward. What I want to show you is just ahead.
It oddly looks a little bit like another spot that I was confusing it for. And Nubby seems happy. Is that the robot? That's the fucking mech.
Look. The people of Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance.
Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there? I thought you might. Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on the engine of creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single mention of it in any of the Strategic Investment Department's reports.
I may know the reason why. The engine of creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance. The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers worked tirelessly behind the scenes, designing and constructing it.
So what you're saying is, the engine of creation was a weapon constructed by the Belabogians themselves?
Yes, but not entirely. The engine of creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion. But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat of engineering was codenamed the Geological Reconstruction Unit. It was actually given a much grander purpose: to help the Belabogians rebuild their homeland and restore their world to its former glory, after driving away all those who threatened it.
Remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time and generations of Belabogians. Madame Rand was truly an inspiring leader. Not to take away from the Supreme Guardian in front of me. She's quite the inspiring leader as well.
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under immense threat once again. If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to control our own destiny. The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself. The children of Belobog have made their decision. They have chosen to preserve this homeland with their own two hands.
I must say, I didn't anticipate this at all.
What the number doing?
I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Branya. I shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances with my childhood. That was a serious lapse of judgment on my part. My world never had a resolute leader, so people gave up on the idea of saving themselves long ago. But your civilization has persisted through the snow and storms for 700 years. A truly admirable feat.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way to gradually repay it. but it'll take some time.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Eurillo 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC's top brass. Even if I wanted to, unless...
Oh please, what's going on now?
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the Nameless aboard the Astral Express are willing to vouch for this world.
Fantastic. That might just work. As for the, reports and potential accountability, I'll handle it.
What they not be doing though? Okay, well, that's... Oh, both of them. Okay.
Miss Topaz, you mentioned accountability.
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things than titles and ranks. Finding the best solution is what matters most. If that's what they want to do, then so be it. I've long passed the stage of working just for money.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag the Express into a crisis again. Much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
A rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also, it's me who's mostly to blame.
Pardon me.
I didn't keep my subordinates in check. Oh! I think I might know who you're talking about.
There, she's got kicked though.
You could say he's a special case. For most people, the interview process is much shorter.
I'm glad we're able to discuss some lighter topics. Well, you all need some rest after everything you've been through. I've arranged rooms for you all at the Goethe Hotel. Miss Topaz, if you need somewhere comfortable to stay.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to head back and deliver my reports.
Okay,
It's been great getting to know you both. I hope we can work together again in the future. Only next time under better circumstances.
Another different place though.
I was worried things were gonna get ugly again. A peaceful solution is always the best solution. Speaking of solutions, are they repairing that giant robot? The one we fought against? I remember you took control of it and helped us defeat Cacolia. Right, I totally forgotten. That's the whole reason we came here in the first place. Well, looks like everyone in the city's helping with construction. Doubt there'll be much time for celebrating. Still, look on the bright side. We got to meet a top IPC executive. The trip wasn't a complete waste, right?
Not really, no.
You know, I'd heard you and March speak highly of the Supreme Guardian before, but seeing her methods firsthand left me in awe. We should also be glad that Ms. Topaz is the one in charge of the Eurillo 6 project. If it were someone else from the Strategic Investment Department, things might have gotten complicated. The Strategic Investment Department comprises the IPC's most elite employees, many of whom can be very forceful. Let's talk about this later, when you're back on the Express. You and March must be tired after such an incredible journey. It's time you got some well-deserved rest.
Seems like it. This is a very, very... It sounds about right, though. It's about the right length for a,
head back.
It's about the right length for a patch opener story.
I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
Well, you know, keeping an eye on the crew is just another part of a navigator's job.
Yeah, I wasn't aware what time it is. Goodness. I went way over the 1 hour mark I was trying to shoot for today. Let's try to wrap this up then.
March was looking forward to the Soulworm Festival for ages. Looks like she's missed her chance. This time. I never thought this trip would be so... tiring. Time for bed.
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against you.
Ooh.
Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and performance bonuses. You will need to submit an additional report regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I have no objections.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add? If there are no further remarks, this meeting is concluded.
You only got demoted one rank? Phew, you dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call.
Oh, hey Connie. Failed on wave 8. Oof. That sounds rough.
This voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Aventurine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now. My apologies. I'm still getting used to my new place in the hierarchy.
Can I help you? If you've got something to say it already.
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurillo 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. Why do you even bother? In our line of work, having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset. If you're not careful, you'll end up leading yourself down a dead-end road.
He sounds like a fruitcake.
Anything else? If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Don't hang up, I get it. You're not in the mood for this conversation right now. Okay. How about this? Something that might interest you.
Seems like about over an hour. Yeah, this was a long story bit.
Diamond was busy taking care of the head honcho of the Building Material Logistics Department. That's why he didn't attend today's meeting.
A Terravan?
That's right. The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the Marketing Development Department for once. Oswaldo won't be laughing anymore. Diamond's been a great help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the Strategic Investment Department in a good light, you know? Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pierpoint. There's a major deal that could affect the whole department. I just so happen to need a reliable project manager for the job. What do you say, old friend?
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine to start collaborating with others?
Penacony. What else?
What?
That's right. Now that's the kind of reaction I was hoping for.
Whoever this is sounds like a fruit.
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or Obsidian to handle it. At least someone higher than rank P46.
Honestly, who knows? The family has some pretty questionable characters. If you ask me, doing business with them is a lost cause. But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine. So, how about it? This is a rare opportunity. Consider it. You never know, you might even be able to make up for your blunder on your Eurillo 6.
I'll get back to you later. Seems like it's just one wild ride after another.
But the thighs and them cake, though. And the thing is, too, with how long the stream has gone so far, Connie, I'm still not even halfway done with the content in this patch.
Decision this time.
But this is the big patch story, anyway, that I'm going through. Oh, it's a bear. It's a bear.
The snow is mesmerizing.
What the bear doing? Oh, fun. Well, that's charming. Holy balls, hold on a minute. Okay, doke. You take it easy, Connie. I'll be dropping off this stream pretty soon myself anyway. Since I've gone over the 1 hour mark, I should be pretty good to call it here for the day. I'll hold on that later. You could do that one soon. Travel logs, that was that one already. Let's end off the stream back on here, because I want to see what she says.
Hey! It's my first time on the Astral Express. I've heard quite a bit about the hospitality of the Nameless. Shouldn't you be showing me around? I'm just messing with you. Lighten up. I'm definitely not the first IPC staff member to board the Astral Express. I've heard that the IPC and the Nameless cooperated frequently when Akavili the Trailblazer was still around. I've also heard that the board once considered spending a fortune to buy out the Astral Express and to make it part of their business. However, all their offers were quickly declined. Just between you and me, I think declining the offers was a smart choice. Capital definitely plays a critical role in the universe, but if everything in the world revolved around it, then life would be a lot less romantic. Don't you think?
Is that all she says here?
Say, aren't there any forms to fill out for boarding the Express? No, contract to be signed? How about a deposit? At least tell me there's a guarantee. Nothing? Interesting. So it's all based on interpersonal credit? I'm amazed everything runs on something so fragile.
That bit is done then. Well, I've done this much, so I think I'll call the stream here, and hopefully the recording survives just fine. As far as anything else, well, I'll either do the rest of these on my off time, or maybe do another stream later for some of it. So until then, I'll see you folks later. Take it easy. Just gonna awkwardly admire the bakery for a little while longer before I go.